So the first mod I have for you, which I guess you don't see, which is the no intro mod. We just skipped the entire Sims 4 introduction. Congratulations. With the no intro mod, you have saved yourself 0.5 seconds of your time. You are welcome. Oh my god, what's happened to my cast screen? Why are there 4 columns instead of 2? Oh my god, this is so much easier to scroll through with all the packs I own. This one is called the More Columns in Creative Sim Mode mod. Having just like the 2 columns is literally ridiculous with the amount of stuff that we have in the game. Like, it is absolutely insane. This one just brings it out and makes it so much easier to literally just look through everything and choose whatever you want from it. Even for just like things like skin tones, like it's all wide across, so it just makes it a lot easier to view it all and it's a lot more manageable. Everything is just so much easier with this mod installed in order to see where things are. Can't recommend this one enough. They have 3 versions, which is 3 columns instead of 2, 4 columns instead of 2, and 5 columns instead of 2. If you have a small laptop with a very small screen, I'd suggest personally just using the 3 column version. When I play The Sims on my laptop, I have to use the 3 column version of the mod, but when I play it on my PC, I can use 4 because I have a standard widescreen monitor. If I had like a super big widescreen monitor, then I could probably get away with the 5 one, but realistically, I think the 4 one's better for everyone. It also works for pets as well, by the way, so there we go. Literally makes everything so much easier when you have it. So the next mod we have is to do with the map screens. If I click on like a random map screen, you probably aren't really noticing anything. It doesn't really look that different, but this one's a very small touch and it makes the map screens look a little bit better. Enhanceable map screens slightly up the resolution because of the way that I record my videos. Like, I down the resolution in the recording process, so you may not even like notice the difference on this video, but in your actual game you will. And I think it just makes it a lot nicer. I don't know why they're so low res in the game. I really don't understand it. The Sims 4 does have the ugliest map screens. Like, you think because they didn't give us an open world, you think they'd at least give us nice map screens, but nope, they're all ugly. So this little one just makes it a lot better. I have covered before another map screen mod which like completely changes up the map screens, but this video is more just about little enhancements to the game, and this one has been updated for Santa Coy to make that one a lot better too. The next one is the simulation lag fix mod. It's difficult to really show you what this is. Let me go on the creators YouTube channel just to show you. This is basically a video of them showing the fix. So with this machine, for example, in Get to Work, when you use it, or when you do many things in The Sims 4, you may notice like their heads just like bob around, but they don't actually do anything. And it's kind of like the game is like loading a simulation and it looks very weird and unnatural. And they just like stand there and bob around because the game can't complete the action that you're doing, and it's very annoying. Simulation lag fix basically stops that from happening. And like, you'd be surprised actually like how much smoother the game runs. And if you suffer from the problem where like you find time slows down a bit in Speed 3 when it shouldn't, this also fixes it. Another one called Simulation Unclogger again. This one I can't really show you, but the game prevents the situation happening where Sims freeze and they get stuck in an animation glitch. Sometimes when Sims do something, like, I don't know, child Sims doing their homework, they get stuck in like a weird action loop and they basically get stuck doing what they're doing and they can't move and they can't do anything. And this mod basically resolves it. I personally find it happens to me all the time when I play the game. I think it's just an issue, especially if you own a lot of the packs. I think there's a lot of conflict. So if you do own maybe a lot of packs, maybe it's not useful for everyone, but if you do own a lot, you can use this one in conjunction with the simulation lag fix. Guys, this next one is an absolute godsend. So you can see all my Sims needs are high. So my Sim technically doesn't need to sleep, but it's nighttime and I want my Sim to sleep. Oh my god, my Sim's being abducted by aliens. Oh no, that's ruined the mod review. For Christ's sake, come back. Bloody hell. My Sim's angry now from being abducted. Well, that ruined the mod review. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I need to calm my Sim down now. For Christ's sake, it's ruined the whole video. With this mod, Sims will sleep all throughout the night, even though their energy need is high, and it is absolutely perfect. Can't recommend it enough. Sims with this mod do still wake up, for example, if the hygiene need is extremely low or the hunger need is extremely low, or if they need to get up for work at school at like 6:30 a.m. or something. But like, if they just need to sleep and there's no other reason to wake up, like they won't wake up. It is so perfect. It's called the Sleep All Night mod, and it does require the XML injector mod. To be fair, a lot of mods require XML injector, so if you don't have that, it's really good to go get it. So the next one is called No Strangers Knocking at Your Door. I always use this mod creators mod mods. That's because they're all very useful. It basically says that strangers are not going to knock at your door anymore. Obviously, I can't show you the mod in practice because, like, you know, strangers aren't going to knock at the door. All I can show you is a door with nobody knocking on it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, like, friends can still knock on your door and things, but it's just strangers. So they basically set like a minimum friendship value before they can knock on your door. It also sets a timer so that if somebody knocks on your door once, they can't knock on your door again for at least a day, which I think is incredibly useful. The next one is the Smarter Self-Care mod. Oh, for Christ's sake, all these ads piss off. God stand ads where they're so obtrusive like this. This one makes a massive difference to sim autonomy, and if you play with a large household and you're getting really annoyed of looking after their needs, it makes it a lot easier. Again, it's difficult to really show you in practice because it's such a small thing. I mean, that's the point of this video. It's just small little things that contribute to the game running a lot better. But this mod basically makes it so Sims will autonomously do things that they actually need to do. It prioritizes certain social interactions over others as well. For Christ's sake, not the welcome wagon, go away. That no strangers knocking on your door mod, unfortunately, it doesn't resolve the welcome wagon situation. They're still gonna come. But yeah, the mod basically makes it so Sims will autonomously do things a lot better themselves. For example, if you're in the vampires pack, they won't talk about vampires all the time. They just have like normal social interactions. If you own cottage living, for example, or my second pet stuff, it grants higher autonomy to looking after them. If you do gardening, it grants higher gardening autonomy. So it just makes your Sims lives run a little bit more smoothly. And I think the mod is great if you're the kind of person that plays with a big household. If you're playing with just like a one-person household, you don't really need it. But if you're playing with, you know, a family household, then I can't recommend it enough. I personally find it makes running a family household a lot more manageable. The next one is a better build mode catalog. Basically, when you click on the filter items bit in the bottom right, there's better build by, which is a brand new menu. You can set it so move objects is automatically on. It ignores unlocks. So you know some items in the build catalog are locked away and it ignores that so you can have them. It has a thing called deletion protection. So you know when you use a sledgehammer tool and you accidentally delete something, or if you move a wall in and the game incorrectly removes objects, well, this prevents that from happening. If you're a builder, you'll know what I mean. It's very useful. The next one is organize debug. For this one, you do have to restart your game for the change to take place, which I am going to do right now to show you. So now when we're looking through objects, we can go to content and we can select debug only, so it shows debug. You can also click hide maxis, and what this does is it hides things that are not debug, and it only shows debug things like the cursed debug baby, which before the baby was black, now it's white, as in literally like stone white. It looks even more creepy now. Not sure what went on there. So if you want a huge debug baby, why not, mate? Go for it. I mean, obviously you wouldn't use it for that if you're a builder. You use it for normal things. It also, you can search by live edit mode, which is again very useful for finding live edit objects or the decorative things. Another great thing is expanding the columns. So you know how with the cast column mod, you can change it from 2 columns to more. This mod also does the same. It's a very well-rounded build mod. You have to use the number 1 on your keyboard and it just makes it bigger. Boom. You can make it smaller by clicking number 1 again, but you can make it bigger too. So if you're searching for something very specific in a bigger long list, this makes it so much easier. I can't believe the Sims team like haven't gone to this mod and said, oh, can we just integrate this in the game officially because it's so good? Like, why not? It is honestly such a godsend to be able to search through things this way. You have no idea. Like, this tiny thing is awful. The Sims 3 had an expanded build mode thing. I think even The Sims 2 may have had it too. I'm not too sure, but The Sims 3 definitely did in the base game. Why doesn't The Sims 4 in the base game, even though it has the biggest number of build assets? I don't understand, but there we go. Now you can with this mod. Another thing you can do is change the color of light. So did you know in The Sims 4, if you want to change the hue or shade of lights, you have to go into live mode first to change the color and intensity of things this way. And as you can see, it changes the color and hue, etc. of the light. But the mod makes it a lot easier now because you can do it in build mode. In build mode, all you have to do is shift click on the light, and then you can do it from build mode, and you can change all of the lights this way, make a multicolored house if you want to. Absolutely perfect. Now we have a pink house. Oh, and another thing this mod does, by the way, is you can now sort by kits with this mod. If you want to sort by one individual kit, you can, which makes honestly everything so much easier when you're playing with kits, especially if you own a lot of kits as a builder. This is honestly my favorite build mode mod of all time. It's perfect. And this is the mod by Twisted Mexi, Better Build by Expanded Room Update, Better Build by version 2.10 Growing Together Update. I hope this video was useful. If you did find it useful, you might want to check out one of my other mod videos. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.